And Gretch drove across the border, legally fired at his first Underdog drafts, and now the man is hooked. And so what are we going to do for him? We are going to multi-table some puppy drafts. If this guy wants Underdog drafts, we're going to shove him down his throat. It's ship chasing. Let's do it.
Pat Fryer Helmo.
This is why I'm hot.
Anita Hanjob.
Fix your sight.
Jamar. Alpha play chase.
Are you kidding me? Kadarius Toney?
You can't handle the heat.
It looks like we're finally at this point. You're right.
I feel like the ship chasing crew, we're all at these interesting moments with drafting right now, where Gretch just got Underdog pilled after his trip. This is my fourth stream of the day, my fifth set of drafts. I'm just like completely drained. And Pat's
I just
over
got
here
sniped
like,
on Deuce Vaughn in a 5-5-5 in the 20th round. But
and
hey,
Pat's so
got
rich.
Noah Fan as a backup. I'm all good.
Pat's so rich that he's just multitasking a 5-5-5 draft on DraftKings. So this is the full range of the drafting experience. But Gretch, it seems like, hearing you, talking to you, listening to you on ADP chasing, you're having the time of your life now.
I'm having a blast. You were talking in the intro about wanting to shove these underdogs down my throat. I thought it was hilarious, the contrast with Pat over here on DraftKings live drafting a 5-5-5 as we get started. But no, yeah,
first 5-5-5 fast. I mean, it was about 8:10 that I entered this thing, and I was like, this is cutting a little close, and it didn't fill till 8:20, and I was like, this is definitely not going to finish up in time for ship chasing, but it won't eat into ship chasing. First fast, very fun. Love a fast draft.
Yeah, that's great. My experience on Underdog, we talked about it a little last week. I've asked you guys some of your thoughts, and you guys have given me some pointers. And for me, basically, I mean, we talked about this a little bit on ADP chasing, but I realized that I was a lot more hooked a lot quicker than I thought I would be. Like, I know I'm a fantasy football, degen, but I worry about not having an edge and this and that on stuff. I'm a little bit nitty on stuff, but like these are so cheap. They're so easy to fire. The app is so easy. I mean, it was such a blast, dude. It's so fun to just be able to draft on my phone. I can see why you guys are all doing it constantly. Like why it's so popular, right? I haven't had a chance to do this yet. It's great.
We don't even what like this. It's a real shame that we don't have this is promotional material thing in the top corner here. This is just Ben's genuine experience.
I had a great time.
Exactly.
We need to get paid for this advertisement, but yeah, I had a great time.
Paul wondered if you're already packed. Get ready for. Have you already started? My guess is you've already started to look at the calendar, being like, "Hey, Oregon was real nice. I say we head out there again, fam. What do you say?"
So we went down to the Oregon coast. So for people who aren't familiar with Washington, Oregon geography, Seattle's a little bit inland. There's Puget Sound. So we had to drive kind of diagonally down to the coast. We left on a Friday afternoon. It's about a 4-hour drive. It took about 6 hours. I was already looking at like what's the closest point to Oregon that I can get to, so I can go through like Longview. I don't even have to go to Portland. I always thought it was Portland, which is like 3 hours, but you can go through Longview, Washington, and just cut across. It's like 2.5 hours from where I live.
Could you go to Canada? Is that an option?
I think I can also go to Canada, but I just wonder if there's like long wait times and stuff. I haven't been across the border since the pandemic, frankly, so I have no idea. But I could also
ultimate slow draft, waiting in line.
Now, where is the customs check? Is it technically in Canada? Because you could draft while they check you.
Good question. And they're like, "What are you here for?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just drafting for 2 hours and I'm turning around and coming back."
What? Sorry, what was that? I'm drafting 5 puppies right now.
Incredible. All right, JGFC, can you shout out my guy Nerf, who listens to ship chasing religiously on his Saturday runs? To future Nerf, we will always service the audio listeners. Last week we were jerking off Ghost, and today we are going to jerk off Nerf. No, I'm not. But Nerf, we will always.
He's running, man. You don't want him to get. You don't want to get like a half chub while he's running.
There you go. Shout out Nerf.
Bounce around as a running.
There's something about a Nerf gun shooting off. I mean, I don't know.
There's something there. There's something there. So Gretch, what were some of your takeaways of like hopping in, ripping off drafts? Did anything like macro with the landscape surprise you?
Yeah. No, I mean, getting the first chance I've looked at ADP a little bit. Obviously, we've drafted, but getting the first chance to really try to build my own teams. I did run into a lot of stuff. I mean, I feel like the wide receiver window was a lot tighter this year.
Yeah.
Now, maybe that's just an underdog thing. Obviously, we've talked a lot about that underdog's ADP sharper, but I mean, there's a lot of times in the 8th round, you're outside the wide receiver window, in my opinion. Like you have 7 picks before you're outside of it. And that means the detours are really tough. So for me, I got my fast drafts. I did take an elite quarterback, but when I started doing the slows, I was pretty consciously trying to avoid the elite quarterbacks. I think it's a really steep price. I saw Pat mention Sam Hoppin's article. I haven't got a chance to read that yet, but I'm sure it's fantastic. I mean, I think
it's really good,
especially in the 2023 landscape. You talk about a narrower window. You talk about those long-term trends, about the ways wide receiver window, the ways that the wide receivers have become pushed up, and we call it the avalanche, whatever you want to call it. Makes it that much harder, I think. And it is tough because there's not a lot of late round quarterback upside, but you still have the element in best ball that we've known for a long time that like quarterback can be replaceable. Like there is enough volume there. If you get 3 quarterbacks, they can, like quarterbacks can have spike weeks, right? Like they touch the ball every play. It's not every quarterback at the back end can do what the guys at the top can do. And there's enough guys at the top that it might be really difficult to match an elite ceiling from, like what Jalen Hurts did last year or whoever. But still, I mean, I kind of like the 3 QB build so I can get enough wide receiver depth early. So that was something. I like the tight end values. I've been taking a lot of Hockenson. I've obviously been taking a lot of Pitts. Not a ton of Goddard, but I would. And
Goddard sometimes falls to the 7th.
What's that?
Goddard sometimes falls to the 7th, I think.
Yeah, the tough thing is that's where you're like, I got to get one more receiver before this falls off, right? And so that's where I keep missing on Goddard. There's a little bit of a lull. The reason I think I keep taking Hockenson is that's not a fun receiver range.
It isn't, no.
I've taken a ton of Chris Godwin. He's the guy that we've talked about on the show a lot that I like, and I've liked his price. He's come up a little bit, but I think he's the easy pick in the 5th round at wide receiver. And I got a lot of 105-ishes, 104s, 105s, 106s. I ended up with a lot of Cooper Kupp, Olave in the 2nd round, and Tyreek Hill Olave. And I love the Olave Godwin mini, so I've done that a bunch of times. Anyway, we could do this a long time, but I've had a lot of fun with it so far.
The Hockenson one's interesting for me because I'm underweight on Hockenson, which I don't really want to be. But I think the reason is because I kind of like where Goddard's going. So I'm grabbing a receiver. And then I'm like, if I can get Goddard later. I don't have to worry about Hockenson here.
So my answer on Hockenson, we always liked him. If you go back and look, though, at what he did after he went to Minnesota, I mean, splits are an interesting thing. We usually we write off splits data. But he was a legit superstar. He didn't play 50%, even 50% of the snaps in week 18. And he only had 1 catch that game. So if you pull that out, you also can pull it in his playoff game. It was a 10-catch, 129-yard game or something. But in the 9 or 10 games, whether you look at the 9 games he played, reasonable snap shares in the regular season, or 10 if you include the playoff game, I mean, he was elite. He was like legit really, really good. Yardage wasn't great, but his 9 playoff games, 6.6 catches per game, 56 yards, only had 3 TDs, but then he had the 10-catch, 129 playoff game. But very consistent with the targets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, 9 targets or more. And then you had another 11 target game in the playoffs. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like everything we talked about with Hockenson, his whole career, just like it happened once he changed teams. And it's still a really good fit. Thielen's gone. Addison's, a rookie that could be really good, but especially early in the season, like it's the same Jefferson Hockenson dynamic where Jefferson's going to draw all the attention. Hockenson should have plenty of volume. There's not a lot of tight ends that can get targets like I think Hockenson could.
I think just to answer the question, why is his ADP there? I think that, the whole thing with tight end, right, is it's been this Kelsey or bust. And if drafters can talk them into one of these elite tight ends that aren't just boom bust, that aren't just spike week chasing, it's TJ Hockenson. Right. The way he went down the stretch, he had a really high target share, but things are different now. And you bring Jordan Addison in and stuff like that. So I do think it's fair to wonder if he's going to command it to that extent. But why he's going there, I think people are saying, I can get Travis Kelce light. I can get a guy who's going to be involved week in and week out and never put up a 3-point, score.
And I would say to make the bet on Travis Kelce light at the 4-5 turn is still not like when you're saying where is he going, it's not 3rd round, right? Like 4-5 turn, I'm okay with. That's pretty.
I think I'd rather have Pitts and I'd rather have Kittle.
Yeah.
you know? So that I've had a hard time clicking, even though I like Hockenson. It's just like the price is tough for me where I just prefer 2 other tight ends behind him. And you can sit there in that same exact spot where you might take Hockenson and then grab Pitts in the late 6th. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
And so I just
I've actually
that's
taken
possible,
Hockenson and Pitts on the same team. I want to talk to you guys about this. Is that too much?
It depends on the tournament for me. It depends on the tournament.
Depends
I've
on
done
the
that.
room. Yeah.
Yeah, it also depends on the room. But I think if you're, I think if you have like, DK's Millie tournament where it's over 1,000 people or 1,400 people roughly, I don't think that's good. And I think Best Ball Mania is probably not great either. But if it's a smaller, like if it's a puppy, it's not that big of a final where you could, those tight ends have the spike weeks and the right weeks to get you there. One goes off in the finals. Like, who cares if you don't have your 4th round pick or whatever?
I think the other thing that's happening with Hockenson there too, in that whole range where Hockenson, Goddard, Pitts, and Kittle go, that's now also where people are continuing to hammer wide receivers, right? And we are seeing these guys fall a little bit. Everyone is rushing to get those guys. I think with the Hockenson thing now, those wide receivers there available in the late 4th, early 5th, JSN has now started to slide. Even people don't love selecting Godwin there. We're now starting to see more like Dobbins and Sanders go in that range. And I think people are kind of like, I don't like a lot going on here. I'll just take Hockenson, especially if you're if you're at the 4-5 turn, as Pat mentioned, sometimes occasionally Goddard will fall all the way back to the 6-7. But a lot of times you're like, if I want this elite tight end, I want to grab it now because none of these guys are going to come back to my next
might not
pick.
come back. That's the 2 things that I've definitely done. I've wondered if it's a little bit fishy, the first few drafts I've done where I'm just like, oh, I don't really like these wide receivers, but you still want to hammer wide receiver, because you can wind up light, right? And in some of those teams,
it's really easy to wind up light.
Yep. And I said this to you on ADP chasing, but I feel like, and I'm already noticing myself do it, even after I said it on an ADP chasing on Monday, and it's only Wednesday, but I'm further into these drafts, and I'm like, man, I feel like a lot of teams people are going to think look good because they went with an elite quarterback and they got an elite tight end and they got an anchor running back and it looks good, but they're going to find that their team is not good enough in the season because they only had 2, maybe 2.5 receivers in the wide receiver window. Like their 3rd receiver is Cortland Sutton or something. And like you're probably not getting there with that. I mean, you need wide receiver talent is very important. You need the wide receiver upside in the wide receiver window. You can't just win with volume, I don't think. I mean,
what are you doing? Are you doing any kind of 0 running backs or like really aggressive hero running back structures? What are you doing structurally?
I think most of mine, again, because it is like one of the things I've noticed, this is also true of the correlation stuff. I'm really trying to bake it in as much as I can, but I would say I'm probably not doing as much of that as I would like. I'm probably not doing as much of the structural stuff as I would like as far as diversification because I'm just starting. So these are my first drafts. So really for me, it's like I want to get certain players and certain exposures, and I want to get good prices as well. I've done some value hounding, but like I'm just starting my portfolio. So it's like these are the guys I really like and I've been excited to draft. And so I'm kind of going out of I'm keeping myself flexible so that when like Kyle Pitts is a good value, I can draft like almost no matter what. So I haven't done a lot of 0 RB and that stuff. I do have a couple though. I had a 112 that went 4 straight receivers. And then at the 5-6, I did the tight end double tap. And then I took 2 more receivers after that. So I started with 6 receivers and 2 tight ends.
Oh, man.
My top 2 running backs are AJ Dillon and Rashad Penny. Like I got them after that.
All right. Gonna be what were the 2 tight ends? Do you remember? Was it Pitts and who? Kittle?
It might have been
Pitts and Kittle.
Yeah,
Kittle.
I have Debo at the 3-4. I now have 2 Niners. I'm probably going to do Purdy as part of a 3 quarterback build.
I like that.
Well, and the thing that's interesting about that move, Gretch, is I would not attempt that in one of my stream drafts because I know the wide receivers coming back to me at the next turn are going to get wiped out. But in some, normal rooms, you can get Rashad Bateman falling there. Even Quentin Johnston's starting to fall a little bit. I got him at pick 88 in a chow. So if you can, recognize the room and be like, I do have this luxury pick. I'm going to take this luxury detour because I know I'm going to be able to double tap 2 good wide receivers. Then you can pull it off.
Yeah.
Pete, can I ask you something?
You can, Pat.
Have you considered doing like a 3 a.m. stream?
Dude, I want to go to bed right now. So you just saying a 3 a.m. stream is killing me. I
No,
have
I'm
not
just saying
considered
to just mix up your rooms. You know, you're talking about your rooms and normal drafts. Like you could stream at 3 a.m. You could wake up real early.
That's counterintuitive logic because to get the draft filled, I would need to drum up all the badge bros and Reg Badge Brigade that I'm trying to avoid in the first place.
Well, maybe not 3 a.m. Maybe 5 a.m. I mean, Ben was drafting at 4 a.m. Pacific, and it was no problem.
In my car because I didn't want to wake my wife. We had like a 2 queen size bed, hotel room. I'm sleeping with one daughter, my wife's sleeping with the other daughter. Like the girls were together at first, but they're kicking each other. And I wake up that early. I just go get in the car, go to a gas station. Starbucks wasn't open. I was up so early. Like I had to go to a gas station to get coffee and then sit in the car and draft.
My hope
life.
with this is my and it's probably naive take on this dynamic, Pat, is I'm 45 BBM4 drafts deep, still got 105 to go. That eventually I will wear these guys down to where they stop doing the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing meme at the TV when they see their team on the screen. They're like, these draft rooms suck. I'm just going to sit out and watch the show. That's my hope. Maybe by
good luck with that,
100, man. Draft 100. Will you guys just want to sit back and watch me draft against fish?
No, that's never happening. What's going to happen is you have a growing YouTube channel. You've got this crazy promotional deal where you're giving away money for leaving comments,
bro.
You're going to continue growing people. You're going to find new people. Your latest drafts are going to be not a single person, not a single normal person in there. It's me all August? 11 people watching your stream.
Someone asked you, Gretch, who your most drafted player is so far.
I think it's
on
Godwin.
your team.
I figured I might get asked that. I think it's Godwin. I really don't like that 5th round receiver range. I've taken him as much as like 8 or more, maybe 10 slots ahead of ADP. And then when you start doing that, I've realized.
Are you taking Evans too, or just Godwin?
I've taken Godwin and Evans on the same team several times, and I don't even know if I'm going to take Baker. I think it's a play.
You shouldn't take Baker. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think I will. But Evans, when I take Godwin early 5th and Evans gets all the way back to the late 6th, it's like, all right, well, he's the best receiver available here. So I'll take them both. I'm making the same bet that this is still going to be a pretty voluminous passing game. Great. That'll work.
Yeah, I like that.
But what I was going to say with Godwin is you start taking him 8 picks before ADP. Then when he's 4 picks before ADP, you're like, oh, yeah, I love this price. Then he's 2 picks before ADP. Yeah, 2 picks behind ADP. Definitely. Then he's 4 picks behind ADP. It's like, God, I was not going to take him anymore, but now I have a shitload of Chris Godwin.
Well, if you like getting Godwin at a value, can I interest you in where Sean and I took him today at pick 43, 13 picks ahead of ADP.
Wow.
So
yeah, I've been looking at Sean's ranks. I saw he has him even higher than that. I think he has him 35, and I was like, I mean, figures. I hadn't talked to him a ton because we haven't done a ton of stealing bananas lately, but he has a habit of leapfrog. Whenever I get excited about a player, Sean somehow has his ranking even higher than mine. It's like,
you can't
Total
outrank Sean with aggressiveness. I will say, like, going back to the detour conversation, and Sean pushed me to a build I had not done yet today, which was a full punt QB and punt tight end build. Our last 6 picks were all quarterbacks and tight ends, and something did kind of crystallize.
Wait, can you pull it up?
Me.
Can you pull that team up again?
And
that's a really interesting build.
Yes. So Russell Wilson, Sam Howell, Mac Jones were the late quarterbacks. And then Greg Dulcich, Irv Smith, Mike Gesicki were the tight ends. We had to do some crazy reaches for wide receivers because we were in just an insane wide receiver avalanche for our wide receiver 6 and 7. But the thing that crystallized for me was, and this is, again, a little unique to my rooms, but if you want to capture running back value in a wide receiver avalanche room and also not get buried at wide receiver, the double punt really opens you up for that because we were able to get Dobbins at pick 78.
Both super sharp and helps no one but you.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like the only way you can pull this off where it's like, how are we able to grab CMC, Dobbins, Cook, Penny, Gibson? It's, well, we're saving the onesie positions for our last 6 picks. So
right.
It pushed me outside of my comfort zone, but for that specific room, I do think it made a ton of sense.
I kind of like the way you built it too. I mean, Russ and Howell are super low floor guys. Howell lower floor than Russ, but both have pretty low floor, but both have a ceiling. And then Mac Jones is kind of, he doesn't have a super high floor, but I think, kind of your chug along, as long as he doesn't suck, he's not getting benched, chugs along, helps you out. I think that's like a kind of a fun.
This is super fun. Sean and I were talking about this final six because we recorded a show yesterday and I was talking to him a little bit about my experience and feeling like these 3 QB builds are kind of viable and the 3 tight end stuff was kind of viable. And he mentioned this idea to me. I love that he's already done it or that you guys did it. You guys did this today, right?
Yes.
The idea of the last 6 picks being 3 quarterbacks and 3 tight ends. When he pitched that yesterday, I was like, that's like just stylistically is amazing. I love it so much. And you took the receivers way ahead of ADP just to like make sure to do it that way, which is just
because of the room, right?
It was because of the room, and also Sean is obviously very picky with his wide receiver targets there too. So some guys that like would be at ADP otherwise is just like I don't care. Like we're grabbing Godwin.
Taekwon, but Samuel that far was he excited about Curtis Samuel? Were you excited about him?
Curtis Samuel. So that was because we were setting up the backdoor Sam Howell, and Sean is really good too at kind of envisioning where the in game was. With that, we obviously started our draft with CMC too, and so I think obviously Dotson would have been nice. It didn't break for us, but Samuel. It seems like talking to him that he's relatively high on Curtis Samuel, and I think he had a take that he was going to be one of the biggest beneficiaries of this new Bieniemy offense is what he said today.
Nice.
He's pretty locked in,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think those routes could be really consolidated there. That's the thing that
for sure.
I've been feeling with Washington. We talked about it a little bit on Bananas as well. But I wanted to ask you guys your thoughts on some of my fast drafts. Anybody who might actually care about the drafts that I've done.
Let's see it.
I don't know what I'm doing. This is my account. $0 in the account. Money.
He drained it.
I put it right to the exact dollar that I needed.
Ben, look at Ben just taking the money right out of the ecosystem.
So this is all the slows I got rolling right now. Some puppies, some chow chows, some BBMs. I did 5 fasts. So the very first fast, do you guys want to look at it this way or do you want to look at the board?
No, go to the board.
Yeah, board might be better.
Okay.
I'm going to bring us down here so we can see this a little bit better.
Yeah, it's better.
Maybe Ben, if you do this one simple trick, if you pop it out and then grab the URL of the popped out one and replace it with the one that's being screen shared, then we can get the full board. David Kitchen learned this trick today. It should have just opened in a new tab for you. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
One simple trick.
Yeah.
So I got the 101 my first ever draft. A lot of my 101s, I've done this 2-3. I like this double top running back, but it does get tough. This is one where I wind up with both Hockenson and Pitts.
Ooh, two running backs and
Hockenson
2 double tight ends.
I'm already shaking in my boots by the time the 4 or 5 comes around. I'm double tapping wide receiver there because
this receiver room is not good. But I got Dobbs to bring back on the Vikings. And I reached on some of these guys. Rondell, I think, is a bring back on something. But I got Ritter and I got Cousins that go to both I have doubles for both of them.
Nice.
London,
that's how
Pitts,
it feels good.
Hockenson, Jefferson.
Deontay's a pretty nice wide receiver 3 there.
Yeah, it's not, there's not enough receivers, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really curious what you guys like. You guys have done this a lot more than me. What would you do differently? Would you take a receiver at 2-3? Would you not go the 2 tight ends?
Hawk's the thing I would have done differently.
Okay.
I would have double tapped receiver there. I would have gone Drake. I love the Drake London pick, and I probably would have gone DJ Moore.
And more.
What I would say is in my back of my head, like Tony Pollard, Ramondre, super fun, double tap, nothing wrong with that. But then I'm probably saying I really don't want to take another detour. And if I do, it's just one, So if you say like, hey, tight ends are falling in this room, I want to open myself up to a faller at the 6 there. And then knowing that like, because that's where I want to try to get my faller other luxury detour, I can't take Hockenson.
Yeah.
Or you could have taken Hockenson and then skipped Pitts and gone with Dotson and Johnson.
Yeah.
That would have been another thing I would have looked at.
That would have
Or
been
Burks. Burks would have been another guy.
If I had
like
already
Burks
gone
too.
Hockenson. So I think I fell in love with Pitts because I had London and I knew I was already headed towards a late quarterback build. And it's like, well, I mean, Ritter, but it's thin it. It's definitely thin at receiver.
Yeah, it's a draft room thing, right? It's like just I know what the room's going to do to me if I would love to have done exactly what you did through 6, but I just know the room's going to punish me for it.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And then what did you? Who did? But I did like Chase Claypool is a super cheap bring back with your Atlanta stuff. Is a really nice dart throw,
like
and
that
you
too.
got
Two
all of
Chicago
the guys.
running backs, which I didn't. They were both good prices by ADP, Roshan and Deontay.
I do that sometimes too.
It's a little bit much, but I was like, I mean,
They're going to
as
run a lot.
bringbacks
I do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I kind of this is one of the more correlated drafts I had because I got worse with the correlation as we go. So here's the next draft. I get 12. I do Adams, Wilson. Surprise! I love Garrett Wilson. I took Lamar, and I was able to get Dobbins and Bateman and stack that up.
Nice.
This one's
Nice.
pretty correlated too.
I like this one.
Yeah.
See, and it's
This
that
one's really
kid-
nice.
Bateman and Quentin Johnston opens that up, to be much more viable. Whereas in some rooms you get shut out there and it feels really gross. But
I
it's a
felt
tight
lucky
one.
there.
Yeah.
So you have Penny, Herbert. Who was your first running back? Dobbins?
Dobbins with Lamar.
Nice.
Penny, Herbert, because I haven't landed again. Pitts. It's something where I didn't know the week 17 games well enough, but I knew I took Pitts, and I was like, last draft I already looked this up. I knew it was Atlanta, Chicago, so I'm gonna grab Khalil Herbert. Pierce was a bring back on who do the Colts play?
Raiders.
Vegas. Yeah, you're Adams.
On Adams.
Nice.
And then I threw Cordero Patterson on the Atlanta
nice,
Chicago thing.
Yeah. What
Jerome
contest
Ford,
was
Jeff
this, Ben?
Wilson, Patterson. I like this one a lot.
This was the first 4 I did were all puppies, and then I did
Okay.
one fast BBM. My BBM is bad. I'm kind of excited to show you guys my BBM.
What's your
just
quarterback
because
room
I'm
here?
bad. What's that?
Mac
the quarterback?
Lamar.
Macklemore. Okay. Macklemore?
Macklemore? There it is.
Mac
That's
and
a new thing.
Lamar. All right.
Let's see your BBM draft, and then we're gonna rip some puppies.
Okay, let's go to the BBM, which is egregious. This was one of the 5 a.m. ones, and it looks like it.
So you were like all tired out by this point? So
This was
late
my
in the day?
third one in the morning. Yes, I was tired, so I got the 11, and I get gifted Diggs
Ooh.
Lamb,
That's really fun.
Okay.
and then I went Debo Etienne.
I like Debo in third. I like this so far. Kittle?
Yeah, it's-
so far,
it's-
so
Is
good.
this a Purdy
far.
team? I can't wait to see.
So we get Marquise. I don't know why I took Pacheco here either, but Quentin Johnston,
I think that's fine.
That looks fine to me.
Penny,
This is basically the team Pat and
Dylan.
I did today.
Yeah.
So I get some running back depth here. I only have 5 receivers at this point. Derek Carr. I don't know why I took Derek Carr. I didn't have him.
You just
stacked.
unstacked Derek Carr?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well,
I backdoored him late.
You got
but-
some explaining to do on that.
Yeah. And then
That was a panic pick.
It really was. Rondo Moore way ahead of ADP. He was like 151 ADP. Like this turn did not go well. 11-12
You're
turn.
just getting
My kids
ahead
are
of
like-
the Leone
my
rankings.
kids are getting ready
avalanche
for the
there.
day at this point. I'm sitting.
You're
in the
ordering a
corner.
hoagie right now. You're like,
Yeah.
Romeo Dobbs. That was actually a really good price against his ADP. I grabbed Juwan Johnson to backdoor Carr, and then this is where I panicked. I really should. I knew I should have taken Purdy, but I took Trey Lance
Oh, I
Oh,
do it. I do
no.
it.
with
I
my
knew it.
double Devo and Kittle. It's obviously a Purdy pick, and I took Lance.
Wow. You were living a little on
hey,
this one.
I was.
naked Derek Carr is not too bad.
Card
There you
Juwan. I only have 2 tight ends too, so Juwan's going to be a star for
Unstacked
this
naked Derek Carr, not too bad.
Wow, and completely 2 49ers pass catchers without their quarterback too. So I mean, just
team. Brutal.
I love
Hey,
it.
that
though.
second
I'm so
draft
glad
pretty
that
nice though.
All right, what do you guys think? Should we? I'm thinking 3
Yeah, let's
puppies
rip
at
some
once.
puppies. Yeah, 3 puppies. Yeah.
Fire.
All right, let's do this. 1, 2. If there's an overflow for this one, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Third draft
seriously.
just snap filled in like 2 seconds. Jesus,
That's
you guys
so
are
good.
sick.
So general response, other than that BBM, was those first 2 teams weren't terrible, right?
No, they were not.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even the
No.
BBM team, you had a really nice start to it. It just kind of like
It just didn't close well.
you just you just had some stuff going on around round 9.
I did. I really did.
Yeah.
My wife and kids were like, "We're ready to go. We're ready to start the day." And I was sitting in the corner of the freaking hotel room, like, "All right, well, you guys just go walk on the beach for a minute. I'll be right out there."
All right, I'm gonna take this full screen, so I'm gonna be looking up in the corner of my monitor
Yeah,
the whole
and
time.
also John Warner put this in the chat at the very beginning of the show. And when you have the draft board up, the tab countdown actually doesn't work. So we're gonna have to keep some eyes on that.
What do you mean?
What are we keeping eyes on?
So
Oh, when
see
you have the
how in
draft
thing-
board. Well, yeah, the people might have to not. We might not be able to show the draft board all the time.
Exactly. All right, let me see.
Do you have the
where
third
my
puppy
other-
up here or not?
I'm trying to figure out which.
Did I
We're
just
3
see a
picks away and
poodle?
4 picks away already. This is already a disaster.
What's the poodle? Is that
2
the
picks
older
away.
one?
We're
Poodle's still-
1615, and then I got to find my other one here. Which one is it?
One pick
How are you
away
not-
on all three of
how's it
them
not showing?
right now.
Okay, here's the other one.
Okay.
All right.
All
All right, so we're on the clock in both of these. 1-5 here.
I say
CMC?
McCaffrey, even though we're gonna get
McCaffrey,
buried
yeah,
for it.
we got to go to the other one.
This one, Kelsey, Bijan, AJB, Diggs.
AJB
I'm
just
fine.
to stay ahead. I would
What
do
do you
Kelsey
say,
too.
Gretch?
I don't love. I've already done the DJ Moore thing. I don't love AJB at this price. I'd probably be Bijan, honestly, or Kelsey.
Or Kelsey. Let's go Kelsey.
Yeah,
Okay.
AJB's
So-
price is rich for me.
I was
Yeah.
hanging out with Sam Sherman earlier, and because he's in New York right now, and he was suggesting that we each have final say on one of these three to try to keep things moving. What do you think about
That's a
that?
good idea. I'll take
Yeah.
the Kelsey team. I guess
Either
'cause
that,
kinda
or
did
I
that.
think for me though, the theme of this is we're shoving the cigarettes down Ben Gretch's throat. So I say we just start yelling at him if he doesn't know what to
Okay,
do.
yeah,
What do
I'm
you want,
good with
Gretch?
that, too.
1-9. You want Bijan?
Bijan, obviously.
Okay, there you go.
All right. I hope you're enjoying this.
We,
Ben.
Yeah.
we took Kelsey on the other one. Oh, I am. I'm loving this.
Also,
We have McCaffrey. So, we have not taken a receiver yet.
we have not.
We were
We-
not.
We have
taking
not
a
taken a
receiver.
single wide receiver. What has happened to us?
Gretch has changed. Oregon changed Gretch. He
It's
just
team
talked
fault.
about how he was getting buried by wide receiver avalanches and comes back and rips off 3 straight non-wide receiver picks.
All right, we gotta start
Uh,
taking some receivers. You guys are right. I'm not taking enough receivers. So that
One
third
thing
one's
that
the
happens
one
when
that
I'm
we're-
multi-table is that all my drafts always are within like one pick of each other. And I don't know how, like, statistically that's possible. But here it is. It's starting again.
Oh man, the turn. The Badge Bros came out to play. It was like, I was hoping we'd get like ARSB at the 204.
There. All right.
Oh my
we
god,
are
Waddle went.
on the
Olave.
Olave. No,
Olave or bust. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Olave or bust, no question. I mean, JT's undervalued in my opinion too, but you're taking a receiver.
Pete, are you able to star? There's no chance we can star the correlations. Oh,
I
we
mean,
got
I can-
we got the brick tool, so we're okay.
yeah. I can star, but in solidarity with David Kitchen, who doesn't know how to star at all, I think I probably won't.
I haven't watched the Swolecast yet, and I am so excited. The little Easter
a-
eggs you're dropping.
It's a total shit show.
Oh baby.
The spoiler
Cannot wait.
is that Kitchen received a couple like missions. You know, they're gonna like semi randomizer prompt esque things, but more just like structural things that weren't actually that outlandish. And he made it seem like the hardest thing in the world and just drafted the worst team I've ever seen.
Oh, Devonta, that leaves us Olave, but Higgins is the bring back. on
Ooh,
Kelsey.
okay.
But I would take Olave here. I think it's like
I think Olave too.
Dubba.
Just get
Wow.
Olave.
66% Olave tonight.
Yeah,
I love Olave as process. I'm
dude,
so
he's
drafting.
such an easy click.
I drafted a ton of him in the third round. Ben, he was going in the third round in the big board.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we're gonna.
You guys want to go? We might go 3 for
100%
3
Olave.
out of Olave right here, guys.
Yeah. Well, that's easy. That's actually easy for us if we just triple up. Sometimes I'll do stuff like this where I'm like, I'm just drafting the same team twice and
Yeah.
keeps my brain nice and line.
Yeah.
Anchor Olave teams in the puppy.
We could just keep hammering the Olave Godwin mini I was talking.
We could
about.
go
That's right.
Devonta too. Those guys are close for me. Nope.
Oh my
Devonta
God,
goes
Olave.
three Olaves.
Olave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Olaves, baby.
For the audio listeners, who I will continue to service, we have a CMC Olave team, Travis Kelce Olave team, and a Bijan Olave. I mean, nice diversification around Olave there.
I love it.
We've still only
Also-
drafted one receiver, but we've drafted him 3 times.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get out in front of it because I know we're gonna get like a few comments. It's like, I actually like it when you guys just do one draft and you're actually able to talk through the decisions. No fucking shit. We're doing a bit. Just relax. I'm pre-tilting that comment.
I feel like 3's not enough. I need like we're 5 picks away and all.
I know
know,
this is a bit boring.
You're right. You're right. Everybody's right.
Are we doing
All
a
right.
4th?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I was starting to get bored. I was like, this is actually a little too easy, but
Hey.
all 3 of these are 5 picks away now.
Can I
So
just pick
this is-
something?
Yeah.
So we talked about a cigarette pack has 20 cigarettes in it. Obviously, we're not
No.
going to do that. But if you want to buy a pack of Black and Milds, there's 5 in those.
Let's see how we're doing. This is like those Survivor things where they keep adding a ball. So let's just see how the 4th goes. So we're on the clock here. Lamar, Hopkins, ETN, Metcalf.
I'm open
Nope.
here. I'd probably be Metcalf or Hopkins to get another receiver.
Yeah, I'm
You
good
guys
with
don't like
Metcalf.
Metcalf at his ADP?
I don't mind
Too
doing
high.
Metcalf sliding
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I don't mind it.
It's behind ADP. I'm a value hound. I'm notoriously a value hound. You guys know this about me.
All right,
Yeah, we know.
I never
we know
want.
that about
I
you.
never want to slam the table for a player.
We're on the Kelce Olave team right here. The
Oh,
quarterback.
we lost Mahomes. That's a shame. I would do Henry or Jacobs or Debo.
Yeah, my guess is we're gonna really like a running back or a pick.
Debo
in the
what?
We have
on
20 seconds
Debo
on the
goes.
clock on another draft here, so we need to get this one done
Oh,
very
go to the other
quickly.
one.
Quick, Gretch, who do you want here?
I don't
Say
love
someone.
the stack option.
Say
so
someone.
probably
We have 10 seconds left on the other one.
Hopkins.
Okay, we got 6 seconds over
left.
here.
Brees Hall.
Jalen,
Brees Hall.
Brees Hall
Brees Hall
or
selected.
Ramondre. Yeah, either of those guys. I love
Jamar Chase, 102
Yeah.
in our other
Yeah,
draft.
100%.
Yeah.
We're on the clock on the other one. We just timed out on the other one.
No,
No, that's
that was
all
the
right.
Hopkins.
Yeah,
that
Hopkins.
was-
Q.
okay.
Relax,
Yeah, third
relax.
receiver.
Scared me, dude. Jeez.
Everybody relax.
I
We're
thought you
doing
were gonna
5.
use your nimble fingers to make it.
Everybody relax.
I heard that
Everybody relax.
All right.
All right, we're
5
about to
drafts.
be.
I
5
started
drafts.
to
on-
explain my Hopkins idea. Just
This
no,
is Davis's
explanation,
max. He
just
says he
player.
maxes at 5.
Henry, Dad says not a 4th draft. Well, the boys just hopped in a 5th. Henry.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree,
5.
Henry. I agree, Henry. We're doing 5.
Keenan Allen for me here. I like Allen over Williams pretty easily.
I like Keenan. We already got the
ETN in the
Bijan
4th,
anchor.
or what do you think, Pete? You know these rooms.
I mean,
Yeah.
we need to catch up. I think.
All right,
I
Keep
I
like
want to go
anchor.
receiver because of that, but I do
I like
like those
anchor
running
Bijan.
backs.
I'm good with it.
Those
We
are
got the
good running backs.
1-4 in this next
Okay,
draft
okay.
here.
Let's get one of those top 4 receivers, I think, there.
They're all gonna
Right.
hit at once coming up. Great.
Yeah, these
They
two.
always do,
Yeah,
man. They always do.
you got to see these how correlated.
I did not
they
get
are.
a lot of McCaffrey with those 104s and 105s because I'm right with you, Pat. I was taking receiver at 3.
I take
Matt-
McCaffrey in normal drafts, but in these rooms, I don't think you can.
Matt says, I heard the ladies in Colorado still talk about Pete's nimble fingers. Considering I left the state when I was 17, I can assure you they do not. What pick did we get? Yeah, okay. We got the 1-4, 5 picks up. This is our next one. This is the Olave Hopkins Kelce.
Why don't
team
you
we'll be
start? Why don't
picking
you
in.
star all 4 of the receivers on that one, and then we can ignore it in the
No.
2 picks away.
That's like having a safety net while
Yeah.
you tightrope walk in between,
All right,
the
well,
2 towers.
We're one pick
We're
away
one pick
on
away.
it,
We're
though.
on the
You
clock
gotta go
now,
back to
so
it. We're on the
great.
clock.
I hope you
Everybody
enjoyed your
relax.
little
It's the
fucking
1-4. You want a
metaphor.
cup or you want
Cooper
another
Kupp.
CMC?
Cooper Kupp.
Cup.
Cooper Kupp.
All right.
Fire
Wow.
Cup.
Pat going against his own rankings. Yikes.
God damn it.
I've joined 5 drafts. How did anyone end up in an overflow draft?
That's a you problem, man.
There was
That is
literally
one you
55 spots for you guys to get into.
So one of the little things that I've liked thinking about doing, I like both Keenan and Judy at their price, and they're right at the same ADP. And I bet there's not a lot of. I think that's the best way to play that game is to have. I think
Mhm.
those are the 2 guys that could really be consolidating for their offenses. And so I've taken. There goes Judy. I've taken Keenan at like 310, well ahead of his ADP to try to get Judy at 402, also ahead of his ADP, so I can get that correlation because they're both right in the middle of the fourth, and I feel like not a lot of people are going to have both those guys, and they play each other week 17. Does that seem like worth
No,
doing?
I think that's fine. I'm not taking a ton of Judy right now because it feels like the same thing we did with the Broncos last year where we took Sutton ahead of everybody else. And now we're like, no. We learned our lesson. It's actually Judy. And the lesson is maybe don't decide who the
ETN
Broncos
here
guys. I love
like
ETN
a nice
here.
value.
Yeah.
I think we almost have to do it.
Yeah, it's fine. We need a running back on this team. Let's do it.
Okay.
2 picks away on the other one.
Let's check this board out here. This is our CMC Olave Brees Hall team. We got 5 straight running
Judy and
backs coming
Allen
off.
always go in the fourth next to each other. Like giving
Yeah.
them both of the 3-4 kind of seems.
I think McLaurin is an obvious pick in this one, correlated with CMC.
Yeah, we'll grab some Sam Howell later.
There we go. Sounds like a
Definitely
good time.
grab some Brock Purdy later. I agree.
Can we talk about how
And,
gross it
Drake
was?
London.
Gretch Parade victory lapping like one positive Jacoby Brissett blurb
Yeah,
on Twitter
God.
with like
And all it was
office
they're
gif. It's
both
just
going to
like,
get first
outta
team
here.
reps. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, we knew it was coming. I mean, we all drafted like it was coming, right?
Yeah, they're going to give the veterans some opportunities to play with the first team. Surprise.
All right, back over to the Bijan Robinson, Chris
Delicious.
Olave, DK Metcalf, Keenan Allen team here.
Keenan Allen, is it a Herbert team? I wouldn't usually do that, but
We have one team behind us that has already taken a quarterback.
I would be Kenneth Walker.
Let's go Herbert here. Let's go Herbert here.
Just lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in.
Yeah, it's
I
probably
think
a
I'd
little
be Walker.
too.
Why do we? Okay.
No, because
You
I
guys
think
know better
we're
than
going to be able to find running backs that we like later. Let's get the elite
All right,
quarterback
let's do it.
done.
I'm just
Pete, were you
seeing-
saying we could wait to try to get Herbert on the way back?
I was looking to see if we could get him on the way back, but I also think we're gonna like with Walker, Jones, Dobbins, Mixon on the board. These guys aren't normally there.
Okay.
All right, this is our Jamar Chase team coming all the way back around that we're picking from the 2 hole, about to pick at 211. We'll see if C. John wants to give us the
Well, one pick away
T.
on the
Higgins.
first tab as well. What's on the first tab?
First tab is the ETN, Olave, Hopkins, Kelsey team. Wide receivers wiped out here as well, but
I
we're
think we
on
could
the
go
clock
Mike Evans.
now.
I mean, it's wiped out, but
Do you guys want to do
Tony
Higgins
Pollard.
with Chase?
what do we
Or
try
do you
to
want-
push Higgins or we want to go Pollard? What do you think? Who's this guy?
Higgins ain't coming back. Higgins ain't coming
Higgins.
back if you want him. Yeah.
Higgins.
We're on the clock here. ETN, Olave, Hopkins, Kelsey.
I think Evans.
Evans.
Yeah,
You only
we
have
just
2
got to get ahead of
receivers
the.
through 4. Evans is a nice pick here.
Okay. Oh shit, we're about to get timed out. God damn it. Oh no.
Oh, that's
God,
Higgins.
I freaked
I thought you were doing a
out.
bit. I thought you were doing a bit.
I got scared.
I'm telling you, the timeout is coming, so just embrace it.
No, I thought.
Okay, we're about to pick here on the
1 pick
Cooper
away,
Cup
2
team.
picks away, 3 picks away. 2 ones,
Just-
a 2 and a 3.
Everyone, stay calm.
I think Pollard.
Third tab.
I think
Third
Pollard.
tab. I'm freaking out.
Third tab. This is the Herbert one. Do you want the Jones or Damien?
Burks.
Gretch?
All
right,
Yeah. Love it.
one pick away, one pick
or
away.
Pitts with Bijan, but I don't really want to.
Too late. Pollard or Higgins with Cup?
Pollard. For me, I would just.
All right, 27 seconds on the clock there.
You probably are going to like the running back, but coming back, whatever.
Pollard's good.
We got
That one's
Burks
good. That was
here.
good.
Fourth tab,
19,
fourth tab.
19, 18, 17,
Fourth
16.
tab.
Look, who do you want? This is the Higgins team. You want
Pollard.
the Pollard again?
Yeah, just take Pollard again.
All right, 17 seconds on the. Is this a Lockett team
It's
or a
got to be a
JSN?
receiver. It's got to be a receiver. Yeah.
Lockett or JSN?
JSN.
Pat does the draft off his own ranks.
Pat
Fraud.
doesn't like his ranks. He's hiding the rookies.
I guess JSN's fallen way more than I realized.
Lot of backseat drivers in the chat tonight. Just, you know what? How easy it'd be if I was just at home in my boxer staring at the tabs.
It'll tab in all caps.
Instead of at home in your boxers, looking on the tabs.
This is beautiful. All right, so we just took 2 Pollards.
So we now have 2 Pollard, 2 Olave teams, or is that Oh no, Pollard was not on this one Olave team here. All right, we're coming up in the third round on our Pollard.
We were not going to like
Cooper
the
Cup.
receivers coming back, and you were right.
Same my first rodeo. Ian, just relax. The audio listeners, we jerked off ghosts last week. They're not getting service quite as much this week.
Oh, dude. I mean,
Brees or Ramondre, I think.
I think,
Or you want
I
to
would go
set
for
up
another running back.
a backdoor Mahomes thing. Gretch?
I would go Breeze or Ramondre, one or the other, either.
No correlations. Let's go Ramondre.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did Breeze on the other one.
Yeah,
All right, now we're over
that
to
feels
the
like a Gabe Davis team's waiting to happen.
We're at pick 6-7 here with the ETN, Olave, Hopkins, Mike Evans, Travis Kelce. God, this team is old. We need
Can
to
you
just
click receiver
inject some
tab? Receiver tab there?
evergreen
Ooh.
comment.
Yeah, this is an old ass team.
Yeah. You could take Tony if you want to build out your Chiefs bet without him.
There's too many good running backs, right? What do the running backs look like? I think we
Could
take
you Mixon opposite
Mixon.
of Kelsey?
Yeah,
I think we're gonna get
Mixon's
buried.
correlated.
I feel like we're gonna get buried.
We're gonna get buried a
already
little
too.
bit, but what do you think? You take Gabe Davis over Mixon?
I think I would take
Okay.
and then another receiver
All right,
after
sure.
that to get to 5.
Yeah, Gabe Davis over Mixon, sure.
Okay.
The correlation point is a good one, dude. But like, we got to get to.
No, we are in an absolute avalanche, and
Yeah.
I think we made our 2 detours. I think if we think we can have 3 detours normally, we have 2 detours here, right?
That's
so let's
exactly
think
what I
about it
was
like
thinking.
that. Yeah. And
6
I
in
like
the
that.
first 8 rounds, we're hoping, but it's really 5 in the first 7, and then we're going to be done.
All right.
I mean,
Maybe
I'm
outside the
thinking
window.
4. I'm thinking 4. 5 in the first 7. 5 in the first
7 is like, and then we're outside the window.
It's the same dynamic here. So we're about to pick on this Herbert, Bijan, Olave, Metcalf, Allen, Burks team. I mean, wide receiver just got wiped
It's
out. but
already
there's a
done.
ton of-
We can't even get one at 7-9.
It's almost 4 in the first 6. Is really
Yeah,
what
it really
it's
is.
not 5 in the 7. It's 4 and 6.
Which we've done here.
Goddard could fall here with both these guys already having tight
So
ends.
I would pitch Cortland Sutton was there as a viable pick with Keenan Allen on. And
Goddard at
Herbert.
81.
I
is
think
kinda
Goddard's
nice.
awesome in the late 7th. I mean,
Wait,
come
we
on.
have Herbert Keenan. You don't want the Denver bring back with Sutton? No.
Not reaching in the 7th. I don't.
Okay.
This is
Goddard
this
has-
is
With
where
4
I think
if we had 3 wide receivers, sure.
Okay.
But we've got 4.
We'll
Let's
take
take
Marvin
it back.
Mims later, and we'll do the same. We'll accomplish the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Marvin
could always
Mims is
get
going at pick
Dulcich.
110 in this draft, so we'll just have to get ahead of that.
We'll take him later. Not much later, but a little later. All right, what do we got here?
We're going to see what
we got-
C. John. This is the Tony Pollard, Chase Higgins team. This is
It's
someone
gotta be
took
Burrow
the
at this
naked
turn,
Burrow.
right?
I think we can push Burrow. This Jefferson, Debo, Watson is not going to take an unstacked Burrow over Fields. I say we
I
take
think
Mike
Godwin
Williams.
would
Let's
be
take
my
Mike
next
Williams.
receiver.
Let's take
I would
Mike
probably
Williams.
take. Okay.
See, this is where let's do that and
We
then
can go big Mike and Burrow on the way back. That's fine.
2 picks
man.
away in the 4th tab. But we're 2
This is
picks
the
away there,
Burrow.
too. Oh,
This is the
Burrow
Burrow
one.
one.
Okay, sorry.
But we do
Okay.
have 2 picks on this one. So we're back on the ETN, Olave, Hopkins, Evans, Gabe
So we
Davis.
took Gabe here so we can maybe get 5.
We could do Damian here. I think Damian's pretty
Well,
nice.
what do we have
15
after
picks
Cooks at
ADP.
receiver? Is there anything
It
else?
goes to Cooks down to Thomas and Sutton.
Yeah, it's over.
So you could do Cooks or you could do Pierce.
I think
Pierce is a nice
this is
stuff.
a detour for Damian.
Oh my God,
Okay.
4-1 picks away. My God.
Click Damian and
Damien.
yeah, just put Damian in. Okay, 26
On the
seconds
clock.
on the clock here.
This is the Herbert one where we just took
Sutton came
Goddard.
back. Sutton came back. Just take him as
You
a
want
Let's
him?
take
running back.
Sutton, put
Yeah,
him in there,
alright.
and then okay, Jesus,
oh my
we
God.
got
They're
3
all 1
ones.
picks away. Pitts here?
Hits.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
take Pitts
Okay.
before
Oh,
him. Unless
are
we
we
want to
gonna
go
get
Burks,
buried?
we
Burks?
kind of need the
Burks?
receiver. Burks.
Alright.
Oh shit. All right, whatever.
Pitts is in.
Um,
Has to be a receiver.
Mike Williams
Fix your-
got to be a receiver. Mike Williams.
or DJ Moore, yeah.
All right, 25 seconds on the clock on the other one.
I'm working on it. This is the Burrow team.
Burrow.
Yeah.
Let's go. Came back. Yes.
This is too easy. Let's add a 6.
What should we do? 10?
Nibble fingers, baby.
Oh,
All right,
man.
we got 5 in tab 5 here.
Oh, I like this from Pious Devil. Pete should have to start Rojo and all the drafts so many times out to Rojo season.
This would be. You know what?
A good bit. It's a good bit. It's a really good bit.
You're right. This is going to keep me honest. Great suggestion, Pius. This is how I can't.
fucking love this show. This is the best shit.
It's time to be held accountable.
Good
Sure.
suggestions are rewarded around here. We know that.
Holy shit. Thank
All
you,
right.
Pius.
Okay, this is the Pollard Ramondre Cup Mike
Godwin, just
Williams team.
It's
start
gotta
for our
be.
boy.
It's gotta be a receiver. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
make sure to always drag up, Pete. Make sure to always drag up, because
And maybe fix your rankings so the best players are at the top.
No, I'm saying
What I
always
gotta
drag
look at.
once you put a guy in the queue, because otherwise it's gonna be Rojo. That's what I mean.
I know how the queue works. I do know how the queue works.
Well, I'm just saying. Normally, you don't put a guy who definitely don't want to draft in your queue.
Infighting
You know, I'm just pointing that out. All right, 2 picks away and pick 2.
Godwin
That's it.
goes.
JSN or Lockett here. We'll get either of them.
ASN for me.
I'm fine either way.
This
I'm
is the
JSN,
CMC, Brees, Olave, McLaurin. So
That
Gabe
has
and
to
Quentin
be a
Johnston
receiver.
are here.
Gabe would be good.
It's got to be one of those two.
Yeah. On the
Yeah, I
clock
think
over
you
here.
said
You
that.
got JSN or Lockett?
I think JSN.
JSN.
All right, I'm gonna have to update some rankings tomorrow.
This is ship chasing.
There you go. So Quentin goes. So we grab Gabe
Grab
Davis here,
Gabe.
right at ADP.
Least got to
That's nice.
4 before that avalanche. That's all right.
All right, I'm gonna run the bathroom.
3 picks away.
Jack
What-
says, shocked you guys are Gabe over QJ. I wouldn't really read into our decision making
Yeah,
during
also,
rapid fire
he
bullet
went.
drafting.
QJ went. Can
Yeah.
you click on wide receiver real quick?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Dude, it is wiped. No, we got to go other positions. This might be, dare I say, an Anthony Richardson pick, or we take.
You don't want to take Tyler Boyd in the 8th round to bring back Kelsey?
I do not.
Okay.
I'd rather wait. To me, this looks like a Richardson pick. If we're getting shut out at wide receiver and need to chill, what do you think?
Sure. I never know when to take him. I've had a hard time figuring out when Richardson actually makes sense.
The reason this one I feel actually makes a lot of sense is because obviously there's your boy Derek Carr, but Hopkins don't know his quarterback. Mike Evans, we don't want to take.
Baker. Yeah.
Baker, Gabe Davis, Allen's gone. Travis Kelce, Mahomes is gone.
Good point,
So kind of
yeah.
getting
Got
a
to
guy
back
who
to
has the back door.
because of that. That's a good thought. That's a good thought process.
All right, this is over to the Burrow, Chase, Higgins, Mike Williams, Pollard team. Actually, some wide receivers kicking around in this one. For sure, we're looking good at wide receiver here.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that started later, only in the 6th round.
Yeah.
What do we got? This
so
is
we
also one where we could get one of like Sky or Rashee Rice because we got the Cincinnati double. And so you can get another receiver in like the 12th round, right? Or 11th round. maybe
I wouldn't
10th.
push it. If we got a receiver here, we should just take it.
No, I know. I'm just saying it would be. I like those KC receivers. I like taking the Sky Moore and Rashee Rice bets personally.
I do too. But I just it's sort
we
of.
should definitely take one here too. We should always take receivers. I
We
completely
should always take. We should always
Yeah.
break ties in these rooms.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm down for
Oh,
Dotson
Tony
or
could be the
Pickens
pick
or
here.
Tony as the bring back if we want to.
Let's.
We wanna do that.
We got the turn here, so I would say let's take the guy we like the most, which to me
I
would be
think that's
Dotson.
Dotson. I think
Yeah.
it's Dotson.
Yeah.
And that also is a
we're gonna-
correlation with Debo as well.
All right,
Oh,
we're about
we have
to
Debo on
have
that team. Love it.
we're about to have max chaos here. A lot of
Okay.
4-5
4.
picks
Let's
away.
take that 4.
We don't have.
So
Debo
what do
on
we
that
got? We got.
You want to do Gabe and
Well,
Tony?
we don't. We have receivers here, so we should be looking at the whole board.
Goddard slipping. There's no extreme ADP values here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long time. We're not going to have another shot at a receiver. I think we do want
Pacheco
5 and
makes
7.
sense as a bring back.
This
With
has
these
to be a
guys
wide receiver
available. I
pick.
think 5 and 7
Okay.
receivers here does
One
make
pick
sense.
and tab 2.
Next pick we pick at 95.
Yeah,
All right, let's take
I-
Gabe or Tony then. One
Tab-
pick.
All
and
right,
tab
Krista
2.
takes Tony. Who are we taking if they take Gabe?
Quentin.
No. All right,
Quentin
we got
went.
Gabe.
All right, Gabe.
All right, Gabe over here. This is the CMC, Brees Hall, Olave, McLaurin, JSN, Gabe, Kyle Pitts team.
I hate it, but is Michael Thomas a pick with McLaurin? Isn't that right? Oh, we already. have
You mean
Olave
with
on.
Olave? If you want to set up, a
Yeah,
Derek
we could
Carr
take
double
Michael
stack?
Thomas.
I don't know why I was thinking Washington New Orleans even play each other. They don't.
We don't need running
No,
backs, and
it's
we're
if you
locked
want
at
a
a
double
quarterback,
stack.
right?
Who does New Orleans play?
Not locked
Tampa.
out, but
New Orleans plays Tampa.
All right, you want to do Michael Thomas and set up Derek Carr?
yeah,
Sure.
might as well.
On the clock
Gross.
here. This team, what do we got going on? Dak, Tua, Daniel Jones.
We're
this is
deep.
the
We're in the
Herbert,
9th round here.
Pick a running
You wanna-
back. Pick a
Yeah,
running back.
P.
Ryan.
Ryan, Penny, or
Penny.
Robinson.
Penny, I
I-
think. Let's swing
the
big. We
first
got
two.
Bijan.
Okay, on the clock over here.
We had Goddard on that too. I like the Penny Goddard.
Do you want to get a
Nice.
tight end? Njoku, Dalvin Cook
No,
is
we got
sliding to
Kelsey
pick
here. We got
102.
Kelsey here. We got Kelsey here.
No,
You
tight
want to
end.
go? That's why I said Dalvin Cook slid to 102.
Yeah,
Do you want Dalvin
sure.
Cook?
Fuck it.
Sure,
Sure.
Dalvin Cook. I don't love it, but let's do it.
Then oh shit, we're on the clock here.
Pick something.
Receiver,
No,
receiver,
Justin Herbert
Dotson.
stacked with Mike Williams. Justin Herbert.
Fuck
stacked with-
yeah,
I just had to
dude.
do it.
Nibble
I just had
fingers.
to
Let's
do it.
go.
I just had to do it.
All right. Only 3 receivers on that team.
Pete,
I know,
that was
but-
some real expert shit right
But
there.
Herbert at 69 stacked up. I mean, just too nice. It's
No,
just
no,
too nice.
I'm saying I'm glad you're steering. That's all.
Thank you.
I'm
I
with Nez.
appreciate
One of
the
these teams is
support.
definitely going to ship.
Pat, are you still in your 555 draft?
Yeah, dude, and it's going real well.
Let's see here. Okay, Brian Robinson does fall. We had starred him.
I would take Damon Harris or Antonio Gibson over him personally, but
I like Damian Harris a lot.
let's take Damon
Okay.
Harris.
Damian Harris. Let's do it.
Yeah, he's got the Week 16 matchup with Keenan Allen. That was the whole reason we did that.
Boom. Look at that.
So this now we're
Ben just
over.
off the dome with that shit.
We're to the CMC Brees Hall, the Olave MT team. We have Pitts, Gabe Davis, Jason, McLaurin, Watson's falling. No stacks
We
there.
could do
If you
Watson.
like-
We could backdoor Watson. We got
This
Brees
team
Spring back.
fucking sucks.
Hey, it'll
We're
suck
getting
more if we
Watson. We're
select
getting
Ronald
Watson
Jones.
20 something picks past ADP. We can always
All
bring
right,
him back.
yeah, just take
Either
Watson.
that or Javant. Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Oh,
five,
yeah.
top five.
Correlation with Brees Hall, by the way, it's fine.
Receiver for
yeah,
sure.
that's what I'm
Quinn
saying.
Johnston,
Quinn
stack,
Johnston.
double
Let's
stack,
Let's
go.
go.
double stack.
Double.
Oh, suck it,
Yeah.
haters.
We should do
All
this every week.
That was
All right.
that fucking
Tab one.
lit me up. That was the Herbert stack. We got Quinn to come back.
Pat,
Quinn was
you
the
can't be
pick on that
frantically
field
saying tab
regardless.
1 when we're 7 picks away.
Sorry.
Go back.
I
Can
just
we go
want-
back
I
to
just
that
want-
Herbert team?
Sue me for wanting to like figure out what the fuck we're doing for more
I
than
think
1
it's
second.
5. Oh god.
This
Look at
team's
that
doing
double
great shape. This
cup.
team's in great shape.
A pretty
Okay.
good 1-2 RB. Ooh, that's a fun team. Needs a little bit
Yeah.
of receiver help.
Sure does.
Okay, so this team, we did take Anthony Richardson, Pat. I think you were up when that happened. ETN,
Yeah,
Damian
I
Pierce,
heard that.
Dalvin
I
Cook.
enjoyed it.
Chris Olave, that's why you had to run to the bathroom. Chris Olave, DeAndre Hopkins,
That's why I
Mike
came back
Evans,
so quick.
Gabe Davis.
This is
Um,
a team that needs a receiver. There are none.
No, but we
There are
can't. We
none.
can't be taking a 10th round.
This
any
is
one of
such a
those
nice
guys.
running back range here.
Yeah, let's take that 4th running back.
Yeah. All right. Penny for me, but I can go.
Sure, we could
already
can
took him.
take a
We could do-
4th, and then our 5th is very late.
Keep loading up on Penny. I'm seeing if there's any other correlation tiebreakers here. I'm fine with
I'd say go
Penny. I
Penny and
also
then-
like
Who?
I like P Run too.
This team doesn't
Yeah.
need him though, right? Like with this,
Yeah.
this has early season stuff going on. Let's go tab 4.
Yeah, tab 4.
Hey, but we got to make sure he doesn't take him. We need to put who's our backup pick if Penny goes.
Piran, for sure.
All right. Okay.
Piran's a good call. Yeah.
All right. This is the Joe Burrow premium double with Pollard, Mike Williams, Jahan Dotson, and Gabe Davis.
Perfect situation.
nice
for second
pick.
running back. I love James Cook too, and we got Gabe.
Yeah, Cook looks awesome at this spot.
Let's do it.
What do you think, Gretch?
Let's go. Week 16
He
correlation.
did
with
take
Mike
Penny,
Williams.
so we're gonna get.
Are you sure
P.
you don't
Ryan
want to do
over
a
here.
Washington back there? Okay,
Where?
where we just took P-Ron. It's all right.
No takebacks. All right, James.
I just
Cook
felt like we
joins
wanted a
Tony
bigger
Pollard.
swing there. That's why I was floating. 3 in pick 3, tab 3. I mean, sorry.
This is
Oh,
we
shit.
could do Javante or you could do
Javante makes sense as a
Sutton.
Mike Williams bring back.
Yeah,
Sutton.
hit Javante.
What about Sutton?
I mean, Javante's after ADP here, right? We could do Sutton.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do Sutton. 6 receivers, actually. I mean,
Kind of feels amazing, right?
it kind of feels amazing. And we can get a better running back.
Yeah,
or
we'll find
a similar
running
running back to Javante. We can't get a similar receiver to Sutton, probably.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay, back to the other Herbert team that has just Keenan Allen.
And
We are going to be on the clock at 11:09. Is Geno Smith's gone, so that stack is off for Metcalf. Rondell Moore
That's
is the
where I
best
wanna go.
available
Rondell
wide
Moore makes
receiver.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rondell Moore is our 6th receiver. Feels good here.
Rondell Moore, come on
All right,
down.
let's do it.
On the
Tap two.
clock over
Clock.
here. This is
Oh,
Njoku,
Njoku.
Jackson
I mean,
Watson.
come on.
God.
Yep.
All
Last
right,
tab.
Donut
Last
tight
tab.
on the
Last
clock.
tab.
Tab 5.
This is the Herbert double.
Another
Sutton.
Sutton.
Another
Sutton.
Sutton?
Bring it back.
The
Bring it
Sutton
back.
Olave picks. All
We're
right.
taking a lot of Sutton tonight, but all right. That's
Well,
fine.
we need to bring it back. You know.
Yeah.
All right. I'm getting off of
Njoku
the tight end
Pitts.
tab on this
Ooh, that's a
team.
good. This team's good. 2 picks away in tab 1. 1 pick away.
This is the Anthony Richardson team here. 126.
Pop off Alec Pierce.
That's what I was just wondering.
Yeah.
If we just
yeah,
rip it
we
off
only have
right
4
here.
receivers.
I would say Nico's the backup. You might as well start Pierce and Nico there.
Nico
Pierce.
goes. So yeah,
Nico goes.
Pierce makes a
Easy.
ton of sense.
Stack it up. Stack that bitch up.
All right. 2 picks
that
away on the Herbert Keenan team where we just took Rondell Moore at pick 129.
We have a lot
This
of here.
team is sick.
Kendra Miller, man. Let's go
Yeah.
Kendra Miller here.
Yeah, he's going to get taken. I just didn't want to get my hopes up. He goes
There he
right
goes.
there. I'm trying to see any
Jalen
other.
Warren. Just 'cause
Yeah,
he's
Jalen
fucking
Warren's
sweet.
I
Oh, he
love
went
Jalen
too.
Warren.
Cool.
No.
Jalen Warren goes.
Dulcich.
You could do.
Is it
Do
bring
you
back?
want to
Dulcich
do
is another
Derek
bring
Dulcich
Carr?
is a bring back.
Dulcich another bring back.
Dulcich is
Dulcich?
a bring back. Yeah.
And
Okay.
it closes that tight end and it's another bring back.
Now we're done at tight end there. You can click that one off. All right, sweet. 3 picks away.
All
One
right, one away on this. Deshaun Watson. This is the one where we're done at tight end. Nothing with Geno or Rogers. This
have
is,
JSN.
We got JSN. Let's take Gino.
oh, duh. Thank you. Beautiful.
We don't have a stack for Watson there. We need to get a Cleveland guy.
Bye week, bros. 2 quarterbacks with the same bye week.
Oh!
Hey, it's the puppy. You gotta get unique.
We're on the clock here. Justin Herbert team. We got.
I'd take Richardson again here if you guys want, or Charbonnet would be fine.
I'm putting him in the
cool with
queue. Who do you want?
Richardson.
Okay. Richardson done at QB in this room with
don't like
Herbert
Charbonnet.
and Richardson. Back over to the other Anthony Richardson team where we just took Alec Pierce as our wide receiver 5. This is the team where we have ETN, Damian Pierce, Dalvin Cook, Samaje Perine, a very unship chasing running back room here.
What's our receiver room look like here?
This is
So
pretty
hard to
weak.
keep
Olave,
track.
Hopkins,
Ooh, we
Evans,
need to
Gabe,
see.
Alec Pierce.
Shark. I'd be in the Shark here.
Yeah,
We also think
or
Solid QB2 here.
Okay, yeah. What's at QB?
you could get the Derek Carr stack.
Yeah, we might as well. We might as well.
Another double bye week at quarterback. Are we doing it?
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's tilt everybody.
Oh, look at the bye week, bros. I can see the headlines now. Or do you want to take Chark and push Carr?
Let's take Shark.
Let's push QB.
Okay.
I mean, taking Derek Carr as a bye week double up is not all that exciting.
Yeah.
It's
one thing if you're taking 2 ups high. We'll make up for it later with Derek Carr. Oh, fuck.
All right. We're going to have pick 119 and 122 on our Joe Burrow team. This is the Burrow to Chase and Higgins. It has Pollard and James Cook. Pretty good at wide receiver here. Chase, Higgins, Mike Williams, Jahan Dotson, Gabe Davis, Cortland Sutton. I think we're going to like
Gibson is pretty sweet here, right?
It feels running back.
We got Dotson. We got Dotson already, so Gibson's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Gibson and A-Chain's a nice value here too.
Also, Elijah Mitchell's pretty nice as a little bring back type of deal.
Bring back with Jahan.
Yeah.
Do we like let's see what C. Johns does here. Hopefully Gibson, and that can also open us up for the Sam Howell pick that Pat can't wait to make on this team.
No, I'm excited about the Purdy pick for sure. All right. What else we got here?
Don't you say it with that voice. What else have we got here? All right, we're over the Herbert team. We're done at tight end here. We could stack up Dulcich with Russ if we want. Russ sliding.
Well, we have
here.
Cortland on this team too. Let's go, Russ. Let's double.
Yeah, I mean it's 2 quarterbacks from the same game, which some people hate, but I kind of don't.
Personally,
mind.
I think that's the skeleton key this year.
Yeah.
It is kind of
Yeah.
great. Like you power through the week 15 and 16 because you have these amazing stacks, and they play to the week 17. You're like, I know what needs to happen week 17.
This team, we are headed toward a punt tight end build. Completely
On the clock
fine.
in tab 3 here.
Yeah, that's this one. This is the Russell
Okay.
Wilson team.
Okay,
He's
okay.
coming in. Done at
Double
quarterback. So done at
Russ.
quarterback and tight end there.
Beautiful. Yeah,
This
punt tight end
is-
fine.
We have a quarterback here. What's our deal with quarterback?
That's another running back.
This is the
situation.
Burrow team. Oh, hang on. We're
Okay.
back on the clock over here. This is the team where we're done at quarterback and we need wide receivers.
RB3,
Warren.
Jalen Warren.
Warren.
Just throw Warren in
Yeah, throw Warren in.
because we
We're
got
just
another one. That
selecting
we're on the
Warren.
clock in 4.
We're up
This
on
needs a
tab 1
running
as
back
well.
4.
Yeah,
Tab
you
1
know,
as well.
Kendra Miller.
Yeah.
Purple
yeah.
works.
Kendra Miller. We don't have Olave. So
this is the Derek Carr team where we pushed it with Carr.
Let's take Carr then. That sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
Carr at 150 stacked
One
with
of-
one of
okay,
our
we-
mini.
What did we do at the tab 4 there?
This was the
Or Ro-
Kendre pick.
Kendra.
We are still
Yeah.
Rojo-less. Fear
It's
not.
hilarious
the-
that we took Kendre on like the only team we didn't have Olave on. 3 picks on tab 4 there. Tab 3, sorry.
Yeah, we're 2 picks on both of these though. So
Yeah.
let's figure this one out. A falling Pat Fryermuth at pick with on a
Man.
tight end team with I
Against
guess
JSN.
JSN.
Yeah, that's easy. And then
Easy.
I would say one of these
Backup
running
is
back,
a running back.
but like a big swing at running back there, not a P Ryan.
This is the Herbert Wilson team done at tight end here. This is a running back sweet spot for
Yep.
sure. It looks like. You guys have a favorite?
Roshan. We got Bijan, but
Yeah,
Want to do?
I would say
We're
we
not
could do a
taking
bigger
Algier.
swing later in the season. So Roshan's kind of perfect actually.
Yeah, I'm good with the Roshan.
Ooh,
V
five.
9
on-
seconds
5?
left in tab 5. Is that
This is the Fryermuth.
Oh, that's
Fryermuth
the
slides
Fryermuth.
to
Okay.
117. Yep. That one worked
all
out.
right, I'm grabbing another beer.
well. Must be nice. Some of us have to, keep 2 hands on the wheel.
Yeah, I've been drinking beer the whole time.
I got to piss in my Underdog Cardio Club battle. I can't even get out of here. Look at these people. They started with, oh my God, this is too many, and now they're saying there's too many safety nets in the queue.
Oh, look
Look
that.
at you guys.
God, can you just fucking admit that we're good at 5 tabling?
Just admit it. The haters are in shambles.
Although
This
to
is
be
how-
fair to the haters, there's 3 of us, so we didn't really. I mean, if we wanted to take this to a true multi-table, we would have done 9 drafts, so that's
Yeah.
3 each.
Also, right when we get
Jax
cocky,
has
it's
started
really,
another 5 cowards.
Yeah.
I think we could do 10.
Gibson,
yeah.
we haven't taken Gibson yet, I don't think, and he's always good.
I think we got
I would also put Elijah Mitchell maybe in the queue. Do we have any Bears?
Or you mean Commanders?
Yeah,
Gibson
Gibson's
falls.
good.
Gibson at 124 is awesome.
We're on the clock in 2.
Yeah. No, I
Uh,
meant I was thinking about Khalil Herbert.
Do you want to get? I'm just gonna put
Donovan
DPJ
Peoples
'cause
Jones?
we
I
have
think
that
makes a
stacked.
lot of sense. We backdoor stacked him here, so getting Peoples Jones is a priority. Or I mean, well, yeah, Mims is good too, but
We have Njoku there, but
Yeah, I think this definitely needs to be a wide receiver pick. Might as well just break the tie in favor of the higher ADP and double stack.
I think so.
1
One pick
All
in the
right,
tab one.
over to the Anthony Richardson, Derek Carr team or pick 163. Dolchich sliding all the way here. He's the one name that stands out from an ADP. He goes. Dolchich does go. We're done at quarterback, I think.
Nah, I wouldn't unclick it.
Yeah, we could keep it, but wide receiver we need.
Anything further down? God, this is a tough spot we're in. Anything jump out to you guys?
I'm just gonna. I
We
think
don't need the running
Algier-
back. We don't really need the running. Put him up
Well,
so
if
we
you-
don't get Jones. But
Unless you give me another suggestion.
Taysom,
Running back
I
is.
don't care. Yeah,
I wasn't paying good enough attention there. Sorry.
We do have lots of stacking options left still at tight end with Richardson and
Okay.
Carr.
we're done at running back there, don't you think?
5 here, yeah.
The problem is that probably should have been a wide receiver 7, but there's no receivers.
There's no
We're getting
receivers
taken.
left.
Yeah.
It's super flat.
Yeah,
at
4
receiver.
picks away
I think
in tab
Algier was a
4.
good decision.
Yeah, I think that was about as good as we could have done.
All right, over to the Joe Burrow double stack team where we've grabbed some wide receivers now. James Cook, Antonio Gibson, and Kendre Miller. Still at 0 tight ends here. But a couple
I think
interesting
Nico
names
or Collins or Mingo or Collins are pretty great here.
Mingo's a pretty nice slider here. Mingo does fall all the way to pick 140.
Let's take Mingo, dude. That's
hit
the
it.
best we're gonna do in a room like this.
Probably done at wide receiver there.
What are we at?
7.
But everything
7.
above that was Sutton or better.
I don't know
6
that we're
through
done.
98.
I think we might want to go to 8 here.
6 wide receivers through 98 and Mingo there. I think
I get it. Yeah, we took Gabe so early.
Gabe was 74. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is the 2-3-6-2, the Watson, Geno, Pitts, Njoku team. CMC, Breece Hall, Jalen Warren. I think with this looks like a running back pick.
Yeah, it looks like an RB to me.
Now you could argue for Foreman is
we're on the clock over here.
Do you want to get Irv to stack with Burrow?
To just giga stack it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have a tight end. Might as well.
God,
we could need a running back to help with early season stuff. So
this is the running back pick here.
Foreman, Wilson,
Foreman's
those
fine.
types of.
Foreman works for me
because we have Breece here and we have Jalen. He's not going to be. He's a late season.
Yeah,
guy.
Foreman or Wilson, I feel like are similar bets in this range.
I'm good with either. Do we have
Wilson has the potential to get trumped by like a Cook signing. Foreman doesn't. Wilson could be undrafted in August.
That's a good point.
All right, 3 picks away on this Anthony Richardson, Derek Carr team we were just looking at. Oh God, we have a lot of 3 picks away. Lord, give us strength.
Two in the 5 hole.
Yep. This is pedal to the metal.
That's Jalen Warren. Start Jalen Warren here.
Also, Greg Dulcich as a Denver bringback, a double one on the
put Dulcich in first in the queue. That's a great one.
Wait, Mims. We only have 5 receivers. Mims might be the play.
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah, Mims is so good.
Call. On the clock here, did we get Mims? Yes, Mims, come on down. Over on the clock here, this is probably another. It's probably another running back selection, Foreman or Spears. We already did Roshan. You want to do Spears?
I would do Foreman and just get some points in our.
You want to handcuck it?
Yeah, we would just handcuck it.
Yeah, I already showed you. I did that.
No, we're done. We're done there. You could unclick that if we got to move on.
I'll get it when we come back. All right, on the clock here, we could do the Taysom, build out this. We're also getting some extreme values on some quarterbacks.
Do we have anything stacked? Nothing stacked with
Nothing.
Those extreme values? I would say take Taysom and be done at tight end.
Yeah, the only thing would be there's no backdoor stacks with Green Bay. We do have Minnesota, Dalvin Cook piece, but he's not even going to be on Minnesota. So, all right, we'll grab him. Paul, I'm trying to fucking do 5 drafts right now. I'm not saucing your goddamn team. Thank you for the $5.
I love the idea that we could pause and sauce someone. That was such a sick suggestion on Marvin Mims there. I love
that. Was good. So
Here,
this
I'll sauce you. Your team fucking sucks.
All right, 2-1 picks away. So let's make a decision here real quick.
Yeah. Oh God, we got a lot going on right now. Quick. This is a Herbert team. We need. RB. I'm just putting Isaiah Hodgins in. Right. We need a
running back
here.
Running back here. Roshan's here.
Yeah,
he's good. Roush here is fine. All right.
In there.
Let's come back to this. This was the Tajay one that I mentioned.
Okay, throw him in. Go back to 3. Is Isaiah Hodgins to pick in the third?
Or
tab?
Wan'Dale Robinson, if we want another.
I like Tajay better than Wando.
All right, we got Isaiah Hodgins on that team.
Yeah, I mean, if Pat doesn't like Isaiah Hodgins, honestly, fix your ranks. That's all I can say to that.
I like Isaiah Hodgins a lot.
I hope so. We just took him. You've been jamming him down all our throats.
I'm a little worried about Isaiah Hodgins personally, and I like that you do. Great prospect.
What's going to be our quarterback?
He is a little bit of a low floor play. He's a low floor play.
In the conversation I was reading in the ADP chasing chat the other day, I think I settled on Slayton's got to be the pick.
Interesting.
Sam made some good points about the money, and I had looked that up earlier too. I mean, Slayton got a good deal this year, a lot of guaranteed money. Like, he's the one that will play. He's gonna play. There's concerns.
I don't know that he'll play for sure. I think he'll be on the team.
He got like good guaranteed money, like a really solid.
But
contract.
then they did draft a guy who does exactly what he does.
Yeah, That's a good point.
All right, so what do we got? This wow, a little
it's-
eye of the storm here.
It's just kind of boring. I was thinking about just joining.
Yeah,
10
maybe
more.
let's like enter like 4 more drafts.
Let's start starring with the position.
What do we have? What is this team, Pete?
The
Like,
chat
I
gets
feel
mad
like-
when I star. I said, you know.
No,
they-
you
What
have
does this
to
team have a
start.
running back?
What is
This
this
team
team?
has-
Why can't I see the team? Okay.
just look at the team. It's a joke.
Well, I can't
Burrow.
see how many positions we have. 'cause
Look at the
we-
team. 1-4-7-1.
Beautiful burp.
2 picks away over.
Wait, do
here.
we have Mingo there? Because that would be a
Yes.
Bryce Young team because we need a quarterback too.
Yes.
Can you go back and star Bryce Young there?
I'm not starting shit.
What? Why aren't you starring anymore? You got bullied into not doing stuff?
Do you want?
Star Bryce Young.
Because it's too early. Isn't it too early for Bryce Young? Is Bryce Young gone? Bryce Young
He's
is
gone
long
because
gone.
you didn't star him, dude. Now he's
Wow.
gone.
No, he's right.
Because
there.
he did start.
I'm starring him, but underneath Ronald Jones because he doesn't deserve to
Fine.
be up there yet.
Right.
This team, God, we need another wide receiver here.
Bad.
Bad.
I mean,
Or
Robert
do you
Woods
wanna
does have
take a-
pretty good
Click
contract.
on receiver so we can look at the receivers.
It like Mecole Hardman is probably.
Robert Woods has a legitimately good contract, guys.
Greg Dortch. Davis was given a pretty good spiel about Greg Dortch.
Do not draft
If you
Greg
wanted
Dortch
to
right
get
now.
Greg Dortch, then do Kyler Murray and get him.
All right, do it.
Fine. All right,
we need a
Kyler Murray to
quarterback?
to set up late.
What was the quarterback situation
I
there?
don't know.
Hang on, Pat. We're on to different things. Do we want to take Bryce Young
Yeah,
at pick
just take Bryce Young.
167?
Just we need Bryce Young. Yeah,
What happened?
I don't.
Or do you want to get
One pick
Deontay?
away in tab 2. Bryce
What?
Young for sure. Bryce Young. Bryce Young, dude. What
Hang
the
on.
fuck?
No,
What
this
the
is just
fuck?
watch me cook. Watch me fucking cook. We're gonna get Bryce Young next. Now we're gonna get him stacked up
Watch
with.
Pete, you're 100% right. I'm sorry. Go
I
to
know
tab
I
2. You are
am.
100%
I
right.
know
I didn't
I'm
realize
right.
that the guy had 2 10. I know. Fine.
Okay,
Watch
who do we
me
want
cook.
here? Do you want to get Cedric Tillman stacked?
Gross.
Yes. Kind of.
No, we already have him
Or
doubled.
no, Mecole Hardman bring back to this big Cleveland
I'd
team.
rather use Cedric Tillman.
We
better
have
than our
Watson
quarterback
doubled
than
with
the other
Njoku and DPJ. We don't need Tillman on that.
All right. Mecole Hardman come down on the bring back.
guy. Hope he
then.
has a good punt return that week. All right, tab 3.
They're your fucking ranks. Put Tillman ahead of Hardman then.
I don't know that everyone has fucking Deshaun Watson, Pete.
Paul's still sending us money trying to get more shit sauced.
Jesus. Krista really using the okay. Bryce Young, guys. Everyone
Bryce
happy
Young.
to take
Bryce Young, and then we're
here.
on the clock in tab 5 and tab 3.
Oh shit. Gerald Everett, our second stack with
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
just
Now go to
lock it
3.
up, baby. This is the
Our-
Herbert Russell Wilson. Do we just give Pat a Robert Woods
Yeah,
share so he
fucking
shuts
take or
the hell
Leonard
up?
Fournette if we need the running back. What do we need the
Which
running
the
back?
lesser
Woods,
of two
Woods,
evils.
Woods,
What do we
Woods,
need?
Woods,
What do we
Woods,
need?
Woods,
What do we
Woods.
need? What do we need?
Why do we
Woods.
need neither of those?
We need
We
Woods.
need wide receivers. We always
Okay.
need wide receiver.
All right.
Or Leonard Fournette.
Well, I didn't know. Pete keeps scrolling down, so I can't see how many positions we have at each, and it's very difficult
We
to
only have
know what
one
to do.
Hey,
QB
we're
here.
getting to the point where an auto Ronald Jones might be what a team needs. All right, we got 2 picks here. This is back on the Deshaun Watson team. It's a 2-5-7-2. We're pretty good at running back with CMC, Brees, Warren, Foreman, and Spears. On the clock here, this was the setting it up for Greg
Tillman,
Dortch.
Tillman, isn't this the one where you have Watson?
No, this is the
No.
Kyler Murray backdoor
Dortch,
where we need
yeah.
to take.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for getting confused while we draft 5 teams at once.
We took Kyler Murray so we could reach for Greg
Tab
Dortch
2.
and pick 198.
Tab 2.
That is. Do you want the Tillman along with Hardman to make
Yeah,
everybody
of course I
happy?
do. Oh, are you
Take
kidding
Zach
me?
Evans.
Tillman.
All right, well, I gave you Hardman, and you get the Tillman, and everybody's happy.
Everybody's
Everyone
happy.
shut the fuck up.
Everybody's happy.
Do you want the Do you want the Leonard
No,
Fournette too?
we're not taking
No, we
Fournette.
don't need Fournette. We don't
Zach
need Fournette.
Evans.
Who do?
No, we don't want a running back at all. We want
Then
Oh.
say someone, Pat.
we need a wide receiver. Go to the fucking wide receiver tab and
I'm
take what's
not
pick.
Greg Dortch. Greg Dortch.
Josh
I
Palmer.
Dortch
Josh Palmer
again?
stacked up. Josh Palmer stacked up.
Okay.
Josh Palmer. He's wide receiver 4. No, he's not even going to play this year.
We don't have another stack. We're betting against the other guys.
Josh Palmer. 8 seconds on the clock. Oh my God. Devin
Wide
Singletary.
receiver.
Yeah,
dude. We need a wide
Singletary.
receiver.
Yes,
All right.
yes, we need a
Yeah,
we need
they-
a
A
receiver.
Singletary's
fifth
good
running,
pick.
this is a fifth running back team. It's
That
fine.
was great.
Singletary's a good pick.
Singletary fell on our lap there.
This team is done. It
Okay,
is
put
done.
it to the 5 tab. Put it in the 5 tab. Get it out of our fucking face.
Okay, it says waiting. We know that.
92592. All right.
Mm.
God,
It
what-
finished as a
another eye of the storm
2592.
Murray to
Keenan.
Wilson was better. Look at these fucking backseat drivers. My
Oh,
God.
get out of here.
Man, nothing happening. Why does this
Yeah.
happen? Why can't they just give us some more fucking picks? We don't have to panic in 10 seconds.
Yeah, why don't they? Why can't
So
they
what does
fix
this
that?
team look
Can't
like?
the
This
devs do
Finnish
something?
team.
Can't they fix that?
Herbert,
This is
Russ,
we got
Wow.
Herbert to Keenan and Palmer with the Dolchich and Sutton bring back with Russ.
Okay, I like Palmer now. Okay.
Our running backs: Bijan, Rashad Penny, Damian Harris, Roshan, Deontay Foreman. That's a good running back room.
Yep.
This team's
Russ
done.
with
Why,
those bringbacks. We have
Yeah,
the-
why are
we
we
have the
looking at
competing
this team?
QBs.
Why
This
are
is
we
the only
looking at
team
it?
we
It's
don't
done.
need to look at.
we can't do anything with it.
I just, I was curious how it worked out.
3
I'm
picks
excited.
away. All I see is Greg fucking Dortch. Everywhere I look, it's Dortch, Dortch, Dortch.
Pat, why do you have Greg Dortch so
I
fucking high?
haven't drafted Greg George like once on my own.
Is
so
this a
don't
wide
ask
receiver?
me.
Is this a ninth
Yeah,
wide receiver team?
Yeah, it's just take fucking Greg George. Jesus
Or it
Christ.
could be a 6 running back. Couldn't it? Look at the running backs.
No, we have
Oh,
CMC and Brees. This is not a
But
6
like
running back team.
the rest of that.
Well,
is
okay.
140 or
Actually,
later.
I am now convinced that it is a 6 running back team
Okay.
because our running back 2 is so weak. What's the?
Just all trash.
Mm.
Although I do like Ty Chandler.
I like Evans
I'd
and
say
Chandler there, and Cordero Patterson is the sleeper
Chandler.
here. We have Kyle Pitts too. If there's a pass rate bump in Atlanta, Cordero Patterson's our wide receiver.
Oh,
too.
Patterson.
We're not letting Gretch get out of this draft without a Cordero Patterson.
Patterson. Let's get it.
There it
Let's
is.
do it.
There
One
it is.
pick
One pick
away.
and tab 1.
And we had Deontay
That
or
team's
Roshan
done.
on that.
Nice call on Patterson.
All right, we're on the clock here to wrap this one up. Do you want to double stack Kyler with Michael Wilson and just reach across the aisle?
Yeah,
with a
dude.
great
Let's
debate.
do it.
Michael
Yeah,
Wilson.
We'll give it to him.
Guy's built like a fucking statue.
Yeah, the chat saying, "Ooh, Wilson's a better pick than Dortch." Find you a trio who gets you both. Relax.
While they're drafting 5 teams at once.
That team's done.
That was a great backdoor double. I love that.
Yes.
Need a second
wow.
tight end here. Maybe even a
Kyler-
third tight end. There's a
Do you
3
guys
tight
want
end
a
build
third
here.
tight end with? I mean, Kyler Murray at pick 191. We do need more
Taysom,
tight ends.
baby.
This is a 3 tight
This
end
is a
build. And
Taysom
obviously,
pick, yeah.
Taysom is yeah.
Taysom. Yeah. Smash it.
All right, Taysom. Ooh, is
And
this
then
a Hayden Hurst
probably-
team?
No,
Is it
Hayden Hurst is gonna be a commit. I almost.
It
I don't
feels
know,
like
maybe
a
fix your
Conk
eggs.
Daddy coming back. I want Conklin on this.
Yeah, Conklin, dude. That's way
Conklin. Any correlation, or you just love this guy in a vacuum?
Well, or
This is good fucking
Gesicki or Hunter Henry are options here.
Or
as well.
what's
With-
our other pick? Because we could
Yeah.
take a wide receiver here. Is probably our other pick here.
I think this should be a third tight end. Oh, I see what you're saying. Our last one. Yeah.
So we could go Slayton or
Yeah. Well, do we have a bring
whatever
back
you
on
guys
Slayton?
want to do, but we don't have to
Let-
take tight end. Is my point.
Yeah, we can get tight end at the
Conklin.
end.
I'm
Let's
fine
do
with Conklin as well.
All right, let's do Slayton.
it. Slade, come on down. Okay, that's a 2-5-8-2, 4 picks away over here. This is okay. This one we're in the 16th round. This is the 2-5-6-2 build with Herbert and Anthony Richardson. Running backs are good. Pollard, Ramondre, Gibson, Roshan, Singletary. Tight ends are, we could maybe go 3 tight ends here. Fryermuth, Everett. Wide receivers, Cup, Mike Williams, JSN, Quentin Johnson, Sutton, Mims. We need a couple more wide receivers. Josh Downs stacked with Anthony Richardson at 189 seems
Josh
fine.
Downs was going to be the guy I was floating. I
Really?
do take Josh Downs. Yeah,
we hate his fit with Richardson. Like, why?
I know,
why
but
would we-
like, what if he's just fucking good? That's the
Yeah,
thing.
all
Is
right.
like, then his fit's fine.
That's
Yeah.
fair. We don't have a stack for Richardson at all. Yeah, all right,
No.
fine.
Yeah.
We had Richardson and Pierce on a different one. That's right.
Man, this is boring.
I'm
I'm the second. I'm going to
Honestly,
bed
like,
after this.
The come down was like
This is.
fast.
I
Need a
honestly,
cigarette.
I might do this on my own now.
Dude, what we should do, this was it. We should all just get lifted as hell. I'm talking like zooted to the max and then do this and then see how it goes.
I'm in.
All right, Paul. I'll finally sauce. Can you sauce team 4 in draft 6? There's out of 6 draft. Trick question. Keep this bit going though, Paul. I love this bit where you just send us money.
Yeah, this is a great bit,
$5.
Paul. Probably your best bit.
He's paid for all the puppies tonight with his fucking $5.
The best would have been if we were victory lapping how quiet everything is and then got timed out Ronald Jones in the 17th here.
That would be amazing.
We did take Josh Downs. This is probably
Hodgins
a wide
here
receiver at tight end.
Hodgins in the 17th is kind of a pure
Correlated with
Cooper
Kupp.
Kupp. Yeah,
Oh.
let's go. Come on, Ben. Fucking live a little, dude.
This is probably a Jelani Woods team too, I must say.
Yeah, I think so. Might as well throw him in the queue.
Eh.
All right. Fine.
Got to keep some drama alive.
I think isn't that just too much correlation?
There's
Ben,
no
I had a
such
piece
thing.
on this morning. Maybe check it out.
Your article? I read.
Yeah,
the
I
shit
literally.
out of
I mean, it was 8,000 words, so
that. It was so fucking long, and I read the whole thing. I'm not kidding you. I read the whole thing.
You did? I talked
Yeah,
about
it was
overstacking and how I don't think that if you overstack really cheap, I don't think it's an issue. Because if one of those guys hit your lineup in like one of the key weeks, it's a fucking massive win. So who cares?
So you're saying, as you said in the article, you don't think it's an issue. It's like I'm saying, like there's a point where it is. Like Jelani Woods versus like Hunter Henry or Mike Gesicki, who are guys that we're thinking might be like 5 rounds mispriced, like with some of the stuff.
I don't think. I think Gesicki is. I don't. That's not my view of those guys. Okay. I think Woods is a second-year player who's like maybe the second tallest tight end in the league behind.
I
his
don't
own
think you
teammate.
need to double stack Anthony Richardson. Is what I'm getting at. Like that's where I'm saying the overstack.
I'm saying Anthony Richardson is going. No, Anthony Richardson's going off in week 17, and we want to make sure we have his touchdowns. So let's take another out at his touchdowns. We already know he's going to fucking crush in week 17. So let's play it like he is.
That's fair.
All right, this is the Joe Burrow, Bryce Young team. I don't know if we've talked about how we're landing this plane.
We need a third tight end on this one for sure.
Yes, I think you're right. So you can do the Hayden Hurst stack here. You can.
This is the one where I think you got to go a Patriot. This is where we pushed it. We took Slayton. We said we take the tight end at the end. When
yeah. I think a Patriot. I like Henry over Gesicki personally.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, Sean is really high on Gesicki, but I like both of them.
Gesicki's just going to straight up play wide receiver is what it sounds like. Like, that's pretty great. And he's
not good for Juju.
Been pretty efficient, too.
Pat,
I think you can take them both. My big galaxy brain idea on ADP chasing was double stack Mac with both tight ends late. I think that's a super fun idea. In a 3 tight end build.
Kind of like that.
Where you've pushed everything, 3 tight end, 3 QB build like you and Sean did earlier today, Pete, but you go Mac, Gesicki, Henry as like 3 of your last 4 picks.
And do you know why that's going to be even more viable, Gretch, is now with Tyquan Thornton screaming up the draft boards. Like you're going to get shut out and still need that backdoor stack there. Yeah. And then you're not going to want to take Kendrick Bourne or Devontae Parker.
And the reason it can work, it feels weird to take a double tight end stack, but the idea is Gesicki's playing receiver. Like and if that actually hits, you have 2 guys running all the routes. One who's playing receiver, one who's playing tight end.
Casey, if I even knew which Paul this was, there's literally like 19 Pauls in the chat. There's the Paul who snipes me on Tyler Conklin. There's Paul V. There's this Paul. Did we decide we're going to take Jelani Woods here as a third tight end?
Yeah, I think it makes a ton of sense.
Sure.
I think it does.
Let's get that week 17 touchdown. Also, we only have downs in this. It's not even an overstack.
Yeah, this one we didn't end up with Alec Pierce on either. So, yeah, we're just getting to a double stack there. It is finished. No Ronald Jones. I will say to the people, in my head, I said, I want to give the people one Ronald Jones share, just kind of like a little callback to the bit. And someone can fact check me on this, but I'm pretty sure we did not draft a single Detroit Lion or a single Dallas Cowboy through 5 drafts. And therefore, I did not have the green light to do it. There were no correlations to be found.
Wow. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. Oh, no, that's clearly wrong. You were just looking at a Tony Pollard team right there.
Tony, well, I'm not going to handcuff
You're not going to
him.
handcuff.
I'm not going to handcuff him.
We did handcuff the Bears, though. We did handcuff the Bears.
Okay. I did try to erase Cody Pollard.
We were looking at Brandon Cooks at one point.
We were looking at him.
We didn't take him.
We didn't take him. All right. I truly am exhausted.
How do you guys feel? I feel like I don't know.
I feel like I don't know what
straining out my
teams
body. I'm really tired right now all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm gonna go smoke and fall asleep in bed.
I might smoke like a lot right now.
It sounds really nice. Gretch, do you guys all go smoke when the stream's over?
Yeah, let's like just fucking smoke a shitload.
I mean, it's 7:45 here, but kids are
Let's go
to bed.
Dude, I am so exhausted. I did back-to-back BBM drafts with Pat and Sean, then ran 4 miles doing a Swolecast draft, then did the 4-4 best ball happy
4 miles
hour.
during a Swolecast draft?
Yeah, because Kitchen fucking burned the clock on every single pick.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
That's so
because you had to do your
that's
Underdog
so
Cardio
good.
Club on stream and he burned the clock. That's really good.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Should we have the chat sauce us? Let them sauce each one of the 5 teams.
I need to go to
He
bed.
was trying to land the plane. That was Pete's side.
Because
Where
you know what the
Pat."
hesitation there was is that Pete knew that was a really good idea.
No, it's not. I appreciate you guys. I need
He's
to
like,
rest
I just
up.
want to fucking sleep.
I gave you.
But Pat just came
I
up with a
promise.
great idea for content.
Do I need to have to go get the thumbnail remade because it says ×3 on there, and I gave the people 5. I have already given you way more than you bargained for tonight. So that's how it goes. Any things in your neck of the woods? Obviously, we recommended and referenced Pat's big epic piece on Legendary Upside. If you're the audio listener type, you can get that too. Also, Stealing Bananas back with Sean and Gretch. I listened to that last night. You guys talking about DJ Moore and the 2 Falcons guys. Anything else you guys would like to plug?
I'll have projection stuff eventually. I've talked about it like 3 weeks in a row. I'm drafting 30 teams right now, and that's all I'm doing all day.
There you go. Gretch, the people want to see your teams. Post your teams on Twitter and the Ship Chasing Discord.
Will do.
Anything else for you, Pat?
That's it.
All right. I appreciate you all. We recommend what you saw tonight. Do not attempt this at home. This is only to be done by professionals who all want to go and smoke weed right now. We'll see you guys next time.